Alright, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about makeup brushes. And no, I'm not going to do a makeup demonstration for you. No, I'm not going to do that. But in how they can be used to enhance your paint by numbers. So here in just a second or two, I'm going to run some footage that I filmed earlier and then I will come back and wrap it up. And
Okay, guys. If you're out there on Facebook and probably a little bit of YouTube, of course, you've heard, I would say, probably in the last year, people have started to mention something called disposable, maybe eyeliner brushes. Okay, well, I'm here to share with you what I've learned, and I think you'll appreciate it. As a lover of makeup, I've loved makeup. I've loved makeup ever since I was a little kid. I never used any of these brushes. I always use the brushes that come with whatever makeup I purchase. These brushes, I'm guessing, would be for a professional makeup artist, right? Okay. Well, so what can they do for you? Well, they can do a couple different things, and I'll demonstrate some of that. But I thought I would go over what they're actually called. And I'll leave all the description stuff down below. So what you have here is, but I left this little guy out here too because he is what you typically get as a more fine tip brush, and this is the brushes that usually come with the kits. But I've discovered a couple different things. Before I came up with my solution to remove the numbers, which you guys have seen me do, and I'll do a little demonstration with that today. Also, I had ordered a package of these little guys, which are considered to be eyeliner brushes, and they have the little plastic cover. And when you get them, they're so you can tell I've been painting. Their brushes I would consider to be kind of stiff, so I just kind of like, I don't know, kind of fluff them up with my fingers to get that stiffness off of them, and they just seem to work better. But I had ordered, which is amazing that I actually use these in my pattern, ordered these by accident, and I had them for quite a while. These little guys are good for cleanup. And when I say cleanup, say for example, if you're painting along and you kind of paint outside the line, you can use these dry or wet to clean up your messes, right? They're stiff, hard, that sort of thing. I also discovered another little brush that I have caught that I like, and this is for kind of rubbing out some of the numbers. It's a good little backup brush. And these are considered to be a disposable eyelash extension brush. I know. Like I said, I've worn makeup for years and I never used one of these in my makeup, and I guess that's okay. So these guys are good to get into the really teeny tiny areas when you're wanting to rub out the number, clean up, that sort of thing. Just nice to have. Not too long ago, I was out there getting more brushes, and I seen this little guy here. And this little guy is, and I'll leave all descriptions down below. It's a lip liner brush. I know. This guy is amazing, and I'll show you what he can do here in just a few minutes. And then I like I said, I've got the eyeliner brushes here. I'm gonna take these little guys out of the picture here. Does it get confusing? Sometimes, but once you get used to using them, it's like, no big deal. So these little guys, this guy I ordered, he was just from a different company. The wand is a little bit thicker, which is nice, because after painting for a few hours of holding these little guys, your hand starts to feel a little cramped. So, okay, so I'll pause for just a minute. Yeah, I do. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So, the other day, I was messing around with something, and my pen, I never have enough pens. Go figure, huh? But every few years I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy packages of pens, and I distribute them throughout the house, because I have a drawer full of all kinds of stuff in my desk here, and I probably have one pen because I do all this art stuff. We have this little guy. This is a diamond pen. Basically, if you're not familiar with diamond, you fill them up with wax, and then you pick up the little diamond studs and you put them on your painting. Not your paint by number, but a diamond painting. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But I ordered a bunch of these. They're cute. I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all for diamond painting. But the other day, I was messing around, and one of these little guys came apart. I opened him up. And I was like, interesting. So the first thing I thought of was, he looks like this guy. Or this guy. Not so much this guy. He's too thick. So what you can do is you take these guys here. Put this back on. And you put him back together. I got all my parts and pieces here. And you screw them back together. Okay, there. Look what you got. Pretty cool, huh? Very cool. Both the clear and the black one fit in here. This guy didn't fit. I'd have to look back to see where I got this one. He just doesn't fit. Now, he may fit in other ink pens. I haven't tried a bunch of other pens, but they fit with this guy. And it's nice to paint with them. One of the reasons I like this one is that the bristles are more snug in here than what they are in the black ones. If you pull on them, they come out pretty easy. These guys are glued in there. they're going to be in there for a while. So there you have it. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a demonstration, because somebody I was reading on Facebook, somebody's like, oh, what's all the hype? Well, I'll show you a little bit of what the hype is. Alright, so I have paint by number down here. I'm working on a pink Picasso. And I'll do a big final video on these guys, but I want to show you what we can do here with some of these brushes. I painted this earlier, a couple days ago. As you can see, the paint didn't really, what you say, go down all that great. I'm going to show you what some of these brushes can do for touch-up. Particularly this little guy. This was my lip liner brush. So I'm going to show you what he can do to that. So let me open my paints. I think it was an 8. I got my paints over here. Alright, so okay, so I've dipped in a little bit of paint, my brush, and just go over some of these areas with this little brush. Now, the interesting thing is, and I was thinking about this the other day, when I first got this brush, I was like, I don't know what to do with you. You're fascinating, but I don't know. If you think about these canvases that we get, they are kind of like your skin. They're coarse, like they've got pores in them. This little guy really gets the paint down into, make sure I'm still on my, down into the canvas. So it's like you're pushing the paint down into the pores of the paint. And before you know it, that area that looked kind of so-so is now looking pretty, sorry, my hand's in the way, pretty good here. See if I can paint with my left hand so you can see here. So as you can see, you can kind of get, trying to switch off to my hands here. There you go. So it helps clean up those white spots that you see that come up after it dries a few hours. Like, here they come. When you're painting them, it's like, yeah, it looks all good. And it's like, I think that might be a darker color underneath there. Okay. Alright. So there you have it. That looks pretty good. You just kind of move the paint around. You can do circles with it. So it's kind of like, girls will appreciate this, and some guys. Like the makeup is kind of like being pushed into the pores. So hopefully once that dries, it will look better than it currently does. It looks pretty good on camera there. A little bit of, let's see, where could I see some more white? And that's another thing with your camera. Run your camera over, either I'm using a webcam, will show those white spots that your eyes can't see. Because you're looking, because the camera's looking at it at a different angle. Yeah. So there you have it. Alright. I need to do some more touch up here. Okay. So there's that brush. So let me show you. Throw him in the water. The convenience of this little guy. So let me switch you that direction so you can see these numbers here. Okay, so let me see. I have some tiny spots. I do. Alright, right here. Here's 3. 3 is right. Make sure you guys can see where I'm pointing at. 3. Yes, I think you are. Okay, so here's this little guy here too. So here's my solution that I'm always showing you guys, the alcohol and water. So off camera I'm going to put just a little bit of this on here. So it's a little wet. Okay. So I'm going right, where did that 3 go? Right here. See how tiny it is? So just put a little bit there. Then I just kind of scrubbing. Just a little bit. Alright. That's enough scrubbing. And there. I have the excess liquid there. Alright. This little guy. So get him into the paint. Now the cool thing is with these brushes is you can just kind of like really get the paint onto the bristles. I mean, look at that. Just kind of like, there you go. Look at that. Okay. So, and you just paint. So there's that. I just stuck my finger in that green. Alright, there's 3. So, if you look at the painting, oh, here's up here in 3. I'll do some more 3 here. Get that out there. Okay. Alright. So, make sure y'all can see where I'm going. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. This one has this pink Picasso. It's a pretty picture. Very colorful. But it does have all the little small details. Okay, so I was saying that these little guys can be used also to kind of clean up once it's dry. Didn't have anything on it. If you want to kind of touch it up, or you can do it wet, just plain old water. So I put a little bit of water on it. And I can kind of clean up around, make that even more defined. So there you go. Pretty cool, huh? So, paint by number people are taking the makeup world by storm. Are taking all their brushes. They're probably thinking, we went from selling 50 of them to thousands of them to non-makeup people. Yeah. Like hidden market, alright? Yeah. Somebody's thinking, dang, I did good this quarter. I didn't have to do anything extra. Oh, like I said, I don't know who first discovered this, but like I said, when I go out there and look at disposable makeup brushes, that's where I found some of these other little guys. And like I said, I wore makeup forever, and I've never used any of these things. Yeah. Oh. So, alright. So there you have it. Again, you got some options out there. And I haven't tried, like I said, I haven't tried other pens with this, but I think that any of them that would work. I'm just guessing, but I think they would work. So, and if by chance you need to probably, because these things here have these little notches on them. I imagine if you needed a notch so that the spring doesn't fall down here, you could probably put a little dot of glue, green glue gun, to do that. You could possibly take something and squeeze. Let's see if we can. Have anything to squeeze? Let me see if I can squeeze this, because that's basically what they've done. Midway down, just see if I can squeeze it. This is just so that the squeeze a little bit. Might need something stronger to squeeze it. To see if I don't know, I think a glue gun would be better to keep it from sliding on down. So, alright. Well, there you have it. Exciting, huh? But very cool. Alright, so I'm going to get off here and finish up this painting. Like I said, I'm going to do a video talking more about the Pink Picasso painting when I'm all finished up and my thoughts on it and all that fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to get off here for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, the makeup brushes are just absolutely wonderful. They're cheap. All can be found on Amazon or other places that you buy, that sort of thing. So yeah, go out and get you some, and it will enhance your paint by number, and I think you'll enjoy it. So if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. And I will be back shortly with some other way cool tips and suggestions on how to make your paint by numbers much cooler. So I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. As always, go out there, be awesome, be great, and be yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.